But again, for me, the key is to be open to let other people in and to open up and to actually say, hey, do you want to hang out? Hey, I actually feel lonely, or I'm actually sad right now, or those things I'm really an advocate for. Just be vulnerable and open, because then empathy, most of us have it, and you will connect to the people so much more. And once you open up, they are more likely to open up as well. And then you build this connection, and then it feels a little bit less hard. But there's also a German restaurant in Auckland, and I have to say, at sometimes I just decided to go there and have some German food just to feel a little bit of comfort.
Oh gosh, the food comfort, it's always appearing. It's really interesting.
Yeah, 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 absolutely. Not that German food is particularly amazing. It's like just
But it's home.
comforting, right?
It's home.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's nice. So actually, you already give like kind of a hack or an advice in the sense of opening up. But I wanted to ask you if maybe a little bit more detailed one. What would you say to someone who is willing to move, for example, to New Zealand? A little bit your piece of advice, let's say like this.
Yeah. I think what I've learned, and yes, you're right, it's pretty much the same what I already said, but it is so important to make friends or to let people in. And even though I was still deep down shy and still am at times, or socially anxious even, I was forcing myself to just be the first one to say hi, to be the first one to ask, how are you? And just to smile. I mean, I love smiling. I do it all the time. So that wasn't a big deal for me. But to actually be the one who is looking someone in the eyes and say, hey, I'm Hanna. Who are you? And then just be the one who starts the conversation, because you can't expect everyone else to do it. And if you want to make connections, it's probably the best to just start it. And yeah, that's my advice. Smile, because people who are open as well feel so much more like that you're approachable. It helps a lot, because when I was too shy, I just smiled and people would come naturally towards me and talk to me. And that helped me a lot. And now I'm just the same pretty much, but now I'm smiling and talking. So that's my advice. Just be the first one to talk as well, so that you can just open up and make new friends, because that's really important.
Nice. Perfect. Right. So I would say that we just jump to a little bit of the cultural deep dive. So I prepared a little bit of like mini games, or I call them mini games, although it's just like a
Yay.
little bit of like trying to get your perspective on the cultural life of New Zealand and what you experience, what not, like what do you know, a little bit of slang also. So the first game that I wanted to play, it was like I call it culture shock or no.
Mm.
Basically, I will read a statement of stereotypes, majority of them probably
Yeah, yeah.
that are from the island, and if it's really give you a cultural shock, or you didn't experience it at all, or it wasn't a big deal for you.
Yeah.
The first one that I have, it's people walking barefoot in supermarkets.
um I have to say I found it weird. It wasn't a massive shock, but I'm just so not used to walking barefoot back at home. And you would think it's just a certain type of people that would do it, but no, it's really a Kiwi way of living. And I have a good friend who is a great person, and he just really prefers it to walk barefoot, and he would go barefoot in the supermarket. So I found it weird, because I wouldn't do it. And I just always, you get it so into your mind that it's dirty and you never know what you step into. So
Hmm.
I'm just not really used to that. And also, I have to say, my skin on my feet are just also not used to. So I'm like a little wuss when it comes to walking barefoot. If there's a stone or something pokey, I would be like, oh my God, it hurts. So I think they are more used to it, so it doesn't hurt as much. But that was interesting. I wouldn't say I was shocked, but I was more like wondering, why would you want that?
Makes sense. The second one that I have, it's strangers smiling and talking to you in public spaces.
I have to say that's absolutely up my alley. I love that. And my friends always say I got kicked out of Germany because I was too friendly. And I wouldn't mind that. But I have to say, not everyone, like there are strangers and strangers here as well.
Hmm.
There are some random ones, or if certain personas that might have taken some drugs or whatever start talking to you, you try to be alert and just careful. So you naturally walk a bit away from it. But if it's just randomly in the supermarket or whatever, like I love people being friendly. So I'm not necessarily finding it awkward. And because I grew up in a small town and then we moved to a small village next to the small town, that's just kind of what I feel most comfortable with because I walk around and smile and would say hi to people if they say hi. So that whole village vibe is actually really nice for me. So no culture shock at all.
Nice. Uh, Workplaces where people leave at 4 p.m. and really mean it. Like at 4 p.m., everyone goes out.
It's so funny because, well, my current job is 4:30, so 8 to 4:30, but most of the time, touch wood, most of the time we finish on time and everyone is just out. But I also have been at a workplace where I did a lot of overtime and I was in a position where I felt really responsible for the team because I was a team leader. So for me, I just wanted to make sure that everything is sorted for the next day, that I'm available for everyone who had different hours. And, and I feel like all the people in that company were working really, really hard. Yes, you had the people who finished on time and left, which was great, but not every place is like that. So I have experienced both. And I mean, it's great if people take work life balance so serious and actually have a more balanced life and feel like more healthy and happy, then why not, right? So,
Hmm. I don't know if this is true or not, but drinking from the tap without even having second thoughts. Tap water.
yes, yes. Which funny that you say that because it's so normal for me now that I don't even think of it at all. Like you said, not a second thought whatsoever. Um, but you're right. Usually, when I come from Germany and I travel to another country, we never drink tap water. And when my friends came just a year ago to visit me over Easter, they were like, "Oh, we don't really like the tap water. It tastes like chloride and stuff." I can't taste it anymore. So,
You get used to it. I mean, it's not so
yeah,
much of a different probably from Germany because I lived there also, was also drinking tap
yeah,
water in Germany, but it's different. It's a difficult thing to do in a new country, no? Like I don't know, you don't go
yeah,
to Mexico and start drinking from the tap like out
yeah.
of
No way. But also, even in Germany, I wasn't drinking tap water. I was buying water of the bottle, you know?
Mm,
So it's just now I feel like it's weird to go back home and buy water in a bottle. I'm like, why? If you can drink it from the tap, it's right there, it's free, you know?
mm.
So, but of course, you should make sure that it's like filtered and all of that.
Yes, that would be ideal. And the last one that I have for this one, it's a little bit funny, but seeing more sheep than people during road trips.
Yeah, yeah. Especially on the South Island, definitely. You drive sometimes and you don't see a human at all, but a lot of sheep and a lot of cows. Yeah, a lot. That's New Zealand for you. Yeah. And it's, I don't know if it's if it ever was a culture shock. I don't think so. I think I really enjoyed that countryside feeling because it reminded me a bit on home as well, I think. Yeah.
Nice. Cool. Then I would say we jump to the second one that I prepared, and I call it German lab versus expat job. And basically, I would describe a situation, and you can tell me if it's more typical for a German lab or for any of the expat jobs that you have ever abroad, or if you think that it doesn't fit neither one
Yeah.
or the other.
Cool.
Um, you show up exactly on time, and everyone is already there for 10 minutes before you.
Huh. Wouldn't happen in New Zealand.
No?
No, they are not. They are really chill with their time, I would say. So for me, I still am on German time. So if I am on time, that means I'm 10 minutes early. So I don't think most people would be there before me. In Germany, it's because it was normal for me to show up 10 minutes early at least. I think I would be there with most people at the same time. But yeah, New Zealand, yeah, no. You
Not a
wouldn't
rhythm.
necessarily have no no one shows up before you.
I mean, funny enough, I have a German girlfriend, and she says that I'm the German when it comes to time wise, because I'm also that person that arrives 10 minutes early to everywhere. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
I do enjoy that, yeah.
me too. Second one, a full group meeting ends in a beach swim.
Oh, sorry, what was that? I didn't quite catch it.
A meeting of a group at work might end going to the beach.
Oh, will definitely not happen back in Germany. It hasn't happened yet in New Zealand, but I can see, not necessarily in my job, I would say.
Hmm.
Not in my job. But in other jobs here in New Zealand, I could totally imagine it's, or maybe even having that meeting at the beach, being like, you know what, today we go out. I definitely had meetings outside just or to walk around. We at one point started scheduling meetings outside and walk around while talking just to get a little bit of movement and fresh air. So definitely see that in New Zealand. Yeah,
Nice. The workplace lets you call your boss for the first name from day one.
definitely New Zealand. Always 100%.
Yeah, cool.
Everyone is always with your first name. I've never come across anyone who introduced themselves with their surname ever, while it's really common back home. But my first job back home, most people also introduced themselves with the first name. But it's not as common, I would say. Definitely in New Zealand, it's a thing everywhere. Yeah.
Nice. I mean, I feel like here in Mediterranean countries, at least, like people tends to always go by first name. When I
Yeah.
work in Germany, I find it now majority of people are always presented by first name, but those one who had titles. This title obsession of Germany, it's
Oh,
incredible. Like
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
doctor, whatever, like
Yeah.
Frau Doctor, and it's why?
Yeah, I think that's true because I took it with me. Not that I ever had a title, but I remember at my job, I really wanted to grow into a new position. And I remember this obsession about, but I need this title. Like, I need to, have something for my CV. I need to have this
Hmm,
name on it for my own country. If I ever go back, they need to see that name on it. And they were like, but why do you need that name? But I was like, it's just really that obsession with like title
hmm.
and position names and whatever. Yeah.
Nice. The next one it's efficiency. It means getting the job done, even if the method is chaotic.
um, yeah.